So we were running out of money.
Always
There's
running out of money.
there's budgets obviously that we were not adhering to. I don't think we were splurging with a lot of stuff.
How splurge on what? On what? Come on.
The fancy.
I'm wearing
graphics,
the same shirt like 5 shows. Can't even get wardrobe.
No wardrobe. There's but nobody out there to do our laundry. Nothing like that's going on right now.
My nails look terrible.
Your nails are fine. Mine on the other hand, I'm glad I can't show you mine. They're actually absolutely horrible. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing today? We are just hanging out, and we're talking about how we had to pretty much hit reset for this entire season right now. As you can see, we got a new backdrop. We got some new things going on. We're trying to be a little bit more spectacular with stuff. We had to fire everybody. Everybody from our director, producer. We have a new person, a new couple actually, a married.
You want
couple.
to call them that?
Yeah, well, a married couple. And a man and a woman who said that they could come through with an intro and an outro for us and handle our production for the rest of the season. So fingers crossed everything is going to be fine. But
for the very, very, very low price of... Oh, wait, we're not supposed to talk about that here. I'm sorry.
We don't. I mean, we don't have the...
Production value is what it is. I mean...
Happy New Year. The Casually Serious Podcast is back. 2022. 2022. Did you happen to watch the end of season football contest of Super Proportions, my friend Ken Man? Did you watch that?
I mean, yeah, but why are you getting into all that, dude? We got a third leg. I mean, come on, now, right? Wasn't this like the whole thing we were like leading up to, and we have a third leg? I mean, we fielded hundreds of calls. We listened to just endless amounts of some very funny, by the way, thank you guys, voicemails.
Yes.
Some
insane.
Really hilarious texts that I could not be shared, honestly. But still, they were hilarious. But after all of that, we did find a winner. So shouldn't we talk about that first?
We will. We will. But what we're going to do is we're going to let our production couple speak to us right now. Oh. They're not going to talk to us. They said they had something they put together for our new intro. We said we wanted something mysterious and possibly freaky and creepy, and we're going to involve some friends. Yada, yada, yada.
Freaky and creepy. No more Dr. Brian? We have Dr. Brian still, right?
They had to involve Dr. Brian and the Casually Serious Band. So the track is still there. It has to be part of that. I hope. If not, they're getting fired. That's just the way that goes.
So you haven't even heard this? Because I know I haven't.
We haven't heard it. So this is the world premiere debut of the Casually Serious Podcast 2022. New theme, song. Well, not song probably, but video, intro, whatever. Here we go.
What was that? What was it? Did they mix us up with like a horror screening or something like that? Did they? I mean, that was Dr. Brian and the Casually Serious Band, so obviously that music was right. But what did I just watch that was freaky?
Good Lord. All right, look, I don't know. At first I was started getting a little hot about that, but you know what, man? That actually looked okay, man. That was kind of crazy. It was insane. And I did see some wonderful pictures of our brother Jay Badnell in there.
I did see Jay in there.
Jay,
which was beautiful. But then it came after a bunch of freaky craziness. And then there was Jay, which is kind of fitting into Jay's world. He liked the craziness. So I don't know, man. They kind of tapped into some oddities there.
Oh, good Lord.
I have to think on that one. I'll have to watch that one again later.
Comment section. Keep
please tell us what you all think.
We're going to, do me a favor. Let us know real quick what you thought about that. We might show it again later on. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to look at that, guys. So if anybody was watching with their children, I apologize. That was insane. But you know what? Again, I think that was pretty crazy. At any rate,
I do have a text here that says that was the best intro to any podcast that this texter has ever seen. So thank you for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll take that to start. Why not? I'm a
100%.
little iffy on that one. But hey, moving on.
Thank you so much to everyone who called the TCSP burner phone line.
That was very cool. Very cool.
Feel free to keep doing that, by the way. That thing is not disconnected. We're going to pay the bill on that. Yeah, the numbers for everybody to kind of to do whatever with it, whatever the hell they want to do with it. Really,
text we can put that up. Call it.
I can put it up at any time, by the way, too. So I'll do that. But anyway, as we said, the whole burner phone was attached to the new third leg competition, and this person, above all, had some of the most insane voicemails, persistent texts, and overall assaults of our psyche, intelligence, and 45 plus years of being on this earth. So without further ado, folks, let's go ahead and introduce our new third leg for the rest of the season. Folks, put your hands together for Hash Brown.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you. I'm going to take a bong hit for celebrations.
Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. Gets right into
it. Very nice. Very nice. TCSP, we're all about legalization of cannabis. We love it out here. So by all means, please do. I love it. I love that you're taking your liberties with that.
I hope you're in a state in which it's legal, of course. I mean, I don't know where you are, but hope you're okay with that. Of course you are, because you're on a show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end of season football contest of super proportions was this Sunday. And I don't know if you folks have heard anything about the halftime show. It doesn't seem like they're talking about it. But at the same time, I don't really feel like those commercials were good. And I didn't really care either way who won that damn game. But to me, it was sort of a slightly lackluster Super Bowl. And other than the halftime show, I wasn't loving it, man. I'm sorry.
I actually liked the game.
Football contest.
I actually liked the game. I thought the game was great, just like most of the NFL playoffs this year. Everything was a 3-point game or overtime. Everything was down to the last few plays, as was the Super Bowl. So for that, I think the NFL won in the sense of just being able to get a good game for everybody to watch. But yeah, there was mixed reviews, obviously, with the halftime show, and that really just goes to your liking of music, and for me personally, and for our age group here, we definitely were into that and appreciated the guys that were out there and girls that were doing their thing and bringing back a little bit of that old 90s vibe to us. And it was good. It was good stuff, man. I enjoyed it, but it definitely was not perceived that way all across the world. A lot of people were pretty much said that was the worst halftime show the NFL's ever put on, and that they had succumbed to having to put that halftime show due to all the racial injustice and news that has been circulating, especially around the NFL. So be what it may, I think at the end of the day, you give due to all genres of music, if you can, for a halftime show, rock, country, hip hop, do it all. And it was just hip hop starting this year.
100%. Hash Brown, what do you think about the halftime show?
The halftime show was good. I enjoyed it. I agree with Ken Man over there. It was good. Seeing 50 Cent out there looking like a fat bastard, but it was great. He did a good job. Everybody out there. Eminem was on his knees. I don't know. That's probably how he got the job from Dr. Dre. I don't know. I don't know these things, but I'm just imagining. So yeah, I enjoyed the halftime show thoroughly.
Okay, well, see, there you go. So, again, it kind of goes into, I think, the age group that is a big part of it, and then kind of the demographics in the sense of just, a lot of the people in middle America didn't like it so much. And neither did my buddy down the street, who I won't name any names, but he said that was the absolute worst halftime show he's ever seen. And I felt like, next to maybe Prince, it was one of the best.
Let me tell you, man, 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, those three people right there, pretty much, if Dre is not around, those folks don't have a career.
Right. No doubt.
I don't know so much about Mary J. Or
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick. I don't know if he signed him, but Dre.
Woo!
I'll tell you what, man. That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool with what they did with the scenery. I love the fact that they had live bands behind that shit. I really honestly think they could have just went straight gangster with that and didn't have any band. But I think they had to appease middle America somehow.
Right,
So
with the
having a
rock,
band back
a
there,
little bit, and have the band and
yeah,
everything was
I think
worth
the
it.
band,
And come on,
yeah,
and those 6.4s, man, gorgeous looking Chevys on the field, man, beautiful
man.
cars.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, man. But I wasn't loving that. I don't know. I didn't love the commercials. Hash brown. What do you think about the commercials, man?
Oh, the commercials, I don't even remember them. All I remember was I think I saw Andre 3000. That's all I remember from all the commercials. I don't even know what he was producing or offering. The lackluster this year. I don't know. They spent so much money and it was disappointing. It was really disappointing. Them and commercials were terrible.
6.5 million for a 30-second ad is what they were getting from NBC, and it's incredible what some of these commercials were. I mean, if you look at what they actually did, I mean, that Coinbase commercial with just the screensaver bouncing around the screen, just
I didn't even bother with that.
to imagine how many people wouldn't have known what to do for that. There are people just staring there looking at what are these guys doing for 60 seconds here. Doesn't say
my job.
Not your job. To
Their
do
website,
the extra work, to have to go and actually scan the code.
You tell me what I'm doing. This is super. I know.
Hey, calm down, Hash Brown. Calm down. It was just the way they were. That ad actually got the most action for the company that paid for it. Their website crashed. Coinbase crashed on their website. So many people scanned that QR code, and all those crazy people, a few years back that were saying that this was the new way to advertise with just QR codes, and we all thought they were crazy. Are really kind of looking like geniuses now, I would say, because there's an entire 60-second commercial. That's 6.5 million for 30 seconds. So these people spent $13 million to run a QR code for 60 seconds on the screen like it was a screensaver. And I agree, but at the end of the day, it worked. A lot of other people paid that amount of money and also paid all these celebrities. All these celebrities had to get paid for all their commercials. So those advertisers spent a whole lot more money than Coinbase did. So all I'm saying, I don't know who that Coinbase is. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about it. But I think they had probably the best ad just because of the effectiveness.
We're talking
100%.
We talked.
I love it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you something.
I'm a fan of Coinbase. If Coinbase didn't exist, it wouldn't be as easy for me to purchase Bitcoin in order for me to get my genetics. So if I wasn't able to do that and I didn't have Coinbase, I would have never been able to, or I would have basically been sending cash in the mail for a while. But yeah, cannabis genetics.
I thought you were raising like new.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm like,
right?
He's got extra. I've got the right. I don't have any children, so I have to start my own race.
Right here, if you want, right? You want it?
No. You're not. Leave your genetics there. Keep them on your hash browns.
Oh,
good Lord, I'm good with that, man. What about the football contest itself? Do you have any words of wisdom about that, Ken? Man, I didn't. You said you liked it.
I did. I mean,
I'm on the other end of it.
I'm always rooting for an underdog. So for me, being a Dolphin fan, obviously, I mean, my team's never in the Super Bowl, so I'm always just looking to find somebody to jump on, and I'll look for where certain players are that I like, or just choose the underdog at the end of the day. So I was kind of rooting for Cincinnati, but in watching the game, I thought it was a very well played defensive game, which was not to get too into X's and O's, but at the end of the day, these are two fairly potent offenses, and that those defenses really got at it more than anything else. And I thought that really was the theme of the game throughout until they finally got things rolling a little bit in the second half. But the game ends with a defensive play by not even arguably one of the best defensive players that's ever played the game, and Aaron Donald. And for him to be able to get the pressure on Burrow at the end to create that incompletion and then the game, I thought warranted enough for him to get MVP. He had 3 hits, a couple of sacks. Overall, not huge numbers, but I felt like that was deserving of the MVP, being that he single-handedly with just that one play made sure the game ended right there on that.
Is there nobody? No one's going to talk about Jalen fucking Ramsey?
No, I mean, he did get burnt twice pretty damn bad after saying he is the number 1 corner in the league many times. Loves to remind everybody
I get it, but he got hurt. He got hit pretty hard in the face, man.
Okay, the T. Higgins one, definitely he got a swipe across the face. There's no doubt. But he got clean burnt on that first one. So look, say what you want to say. There's going to be missed calls in games. That was a big one, no doubt. But I did pregame call T. Higgins to be the MVP of the game. I really did. I thought that was going to be the guy. And ultimately just, 100 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns for T. Higgins. If Cincinnati wins that game, he may have been the MVP. So who knows? I still think it should have gone to Aaron Donald. Fun game, though, like I said, came down to the very end, and that's what makes it exciting.
I'm just glad the referees showed up in the third quarter because they weren't there in the first half of the game. They were all over each other. They weren't calling squat. I was very disappointed. I let people play, but that was a little outrageous. It was a great game, and I'm glad that the Rams won.
Ah, all right. Well, that's the Braves. Did you just say? This isn't a baseball game. This is a football game.
The refs.
But that's okay. That's all right. I don't know what you say. You have
Diana, it's great to see you. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's up,
why am I buying genetics with Bitcoin considering where you live? You know what? A lot of folks on my Cultivating with Cannabis Cowboy YouTube channel had asked me that same thing. And believe it or not, even if I was to try and go onto the websites that are within America, most of those places burn your ass. Not to mention the very first breeders of some of the greatest strains we know in cannabis were all done by the Dutch. They were done in Germany too, with Germany. Where else? Obviously Amsterdam. A lot of those places. And in order for me to get cannabis seeds from them, I had to go through a bank that was outside of America. So that's why I did it with Bitcoin. It was much easier. It wasn't very hard, to tell you the truth. I had to send cash to them, but since they're located in Spain, they actually have a mail center here in Colorado. So, I could have kept sending them, but that was a Coinbase connection right there. That was the reason why I know anything about Coinbase, and I use it quite frequently. But it's volatile now. That the Bitcoin is going up and down.
But what do you know about Polestar, though? That's what I really want to know.
Polestar.
Exactly. See, so there's that. All of a sudden, we have a new car commercial, and there's a Polestar. Who the hell is Polestar now? Now we got to deal with a new car. That was a new ad too in the Super Bowl.
Didn't they make engines or something? Or
no, they're a Chinese company. They actually bought Volvo, so it's actually Volvo doing this, but they're kind of doing it sneaky style to try not to say it's Volvo, but. That's who it is with Polestar making the electric vehicles. Problem is they only make them in China, so they're super expensive to export to the United States. So they wind up being like 10 grand more than a Tesla. So anyway, that's where,
wow.
That's
it costs more than a Tesla?
It costs more than a Tesla. So what are you going to buy a Polestar for if you've never heard of before? You might as well buy a Tesla if you're getting an electric car, or just buy a Toyota Corolla and save all that money.
Hashbrown, you doing all right, man? I tell you what it is. Here it is. I guarantee you would go back on the first couple episodes we decided to do, and me and Ken weren't talking that much, but you know what? You sound like you're falling asleep over there, man.
I'm just don't want to step on any of your toes. It's your show. I ain't trying to overstay my welcome. When you say something that's I'm gonna respond accordingly.
Oh, you were gonna say when I say something that's important, right?
Yeah,
I fucking heard you get real close to that. Oh, good Lord, man.
Don't worry. Just say, I'm just happy to be here. The opportunity's here, and I'm gonna
don't clam up on us, man. You know what I mean, man? You love.
He's our third leg.
At
the end of the day, you are our third leg, and you're going to be, smacked and shaken, and just like you should.
Keep your hands off me, and I'm nobody's leg.
I don't keep my hands off my third leg.
You guys seen that show, Pamela and Tommy?
Pamela.
Oh, yeah. I saw a video back in the day. There's a show now.
That's exactly what the movie's about.
The movie's just about the video.
It's a 6 mini-series about how it got stolen, what happened, and all that stuff. It's actually pretty funny. But there's an episode where Tommy Lee's standing there talking to his dick, straight up. He's talking to his dick, which, by the way, they show like 7 times.
Straight up, huh? Straight up.
It starts talking to him with his little fucking urethra, and he's and his little penis is going around going, dude, what are you talking? By the way, it's the voice is it's what's his name from the league? God damn it, Mantzoukas. He played Rafi on the league.
Never heard.
He was the voice of Tommy Lee's penis in this episode, and
really enjoyed.
Oh my god,
about his penis.
That shit's pretty hilarious. That is hilarious stuff. I don't know why I swung it that way, guys, but you know what? I did. I decided we're going there, man.
Swung it that way.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. That's
no. My point was his third leg was talking to him more than you were talking to us.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that, Hash Brown. How you feel now? Little toasted.
Excuse me.
Smothered and covered, man. Smothered.
You were going off on these voicemails. And now you're zipping up like you got fucking cannolis stuffed in your
What do you want
mouth.
me? You want me to say? What do you want me? You want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you?
We're good. We're good. I'm giving you a good handful of shit, is what I'm doing, man.
All right.
It's being stroked and slapped like a good third leg should.
Folks, we got Brian. We got Brian Smith out here. We got Bobby Paget so far. We got Diana Maya. Actually, there's only a few people in here that are commenting, but we got a good amount of people online with us. So throw us some comments. Let me know if you actually like the end of season football contest of Super Proportions, or if you were just meh.
What was that receiver that got hurt with the purple hair?
Odell Beckham, Odell Beckham Jr. He got himself a touchdown, and then he got hurt.
So that was that part of his contract. If he got one touchdown and then he laid down, huh? That's probably what it was.
Yeah, that's something like that. Well, I mean, come on, the dude came from Cleveland. Like he was literally in purgatory in Cleveland and got plucked out of purgatory and brought to a Super Bowl team. You just couldn't have gotten any luckier than that. So he played great. He had a touchdown. It was a big part of that game, obviously. And then he had a non-contact injury that kept him out of the rest of the game. But he also got Drake $390 million on a prop bet for getting that touchdown that he scored. So, yeah. All right, it's $390,000. Sorry. That was a lot of money. $390,000 on one prop bet for Drake from Odell catching that touchdown. The prop bets are ridiculous. Like, seriously. The coin flips. Is the first play going to be a run or a pass? I mean, honestly, it's what's the first word out of the commentator's mouth? I mean, it's just they'll bet on anything, and so much money changed hands over that time. It's ridiculous. People will literally bet on anything.
They will, in fact. And I will not, because I would have bet on something and lost, because that's how it works. If I say I would bet on something and I don't actually put money on it, I'll be right. And I'll tell myself, I'll say, look, I should be betting because I get these things right. But the minute, and I've tested this, that I actually put money on something, it's a loss. So I always tell people, just ultimately bet opposite of me. If I actually put money down, come with me when I do that, and do the exact opposite of what I do, and you will win. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are open right now. 786-566-1736 is the TCSP burner phone line. If you want to give us a call, share something with us. If you want to write something down on text because you feel more comfortable with that as opposed to putting it up here.
We won't call you back, by the way. Don't worry about it. We have no time. We get way too many calls. No one's calling you back. You have to worry about hiding your number or freaking out that it's out there. Well, we don't care about your number. We're interested in whatever the hell you got to say.
I'm not in your bathroom, I'll tell you that.
Or
what the fuck did that mean? I don't even. All right, I get it though. I get it. I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. I don't know. But 786-566-1736, ladies and gentlemen, please give our burner phone line a call. Let us know how you feel. Let us know if you're tired of us right now, and let us know what you think of that 2 fried hash brown below me right here. Who it's just I don't know. It seems like he bit his tongue. I don't know.
I like me some hash browns, and I'll probably be switching up the pictures every week.
Holy shit!
What makes you think you're even going to be here next week?
Terrible
show.
That's fine.
I got a texter telling us now. It's like, what is this guy? What is this guy you got here? What's going on with this one? And why can't we see him? They want to know. They want to know why they can't see you.
They don't need to see me. There's better things to see than me.
Well, I mean,
what about some background? Where you from? What the hell is? I mean, I know you're not going to give me a name. Where you from? You got it. I mean, obviously you're
something. What you got?
These are the questions that you don't need to know. These things, and it's just one of them things that nobody needs to know about. It's,
all right.
You know what? Considering
I'm actually offended that you even asked me these questions. I came over here, at my own accord, and you gave me some contest. I won, and I asked me where I'm from. What is that?
I mean, we did say there was going to be none of that type of stuff. So I mean, we're just trying to make some friendly chatter here. Maybe get some of the viewers to get a little bit better of an idea of why. Because I don't even really know why we decided on you at the end of the day. You did have some really obscure messages.
Well,
let me
I
tell
think
you
that kind of made us say, man, this guy's got some interesting verbiage here.
But personally, it's because I think he tapped into that 51% Italian Sicilian that I am. That whole the whole lifestyle he probably lives. I just picture him in like a fucking a brownstone or some shit. Just fucking
a lot of
bottles of rats.
A lot of chains, right? A lot of gold chains.
Hey,
100%.
I got them Cuban links over here, and I talk with 3 fingers.
I mean, you talk with 3 fingers.
I talk with 3 fingers.
That's a good one. All right,
okay,
not everybody gets that one.
Don't you worry about it.
Don't worry. All right.
Don't you worry about it. All right, so we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know shit about our guy.
We're gonna call him 3-fingered hash brown.
You ask so many questions. That's all.
All right.
I'll tell you what.
All right. We
My
won't ask so many
apologies.
questions.
I'm not really that kind of person. I just was fucking trying to, exactly loosen things up a little bit. But again, we won't go back into that.
Don't be trying to fuck me.
Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. 786-566-1736. TCSP
You just
burner
like
phone line.
saying that, don't you? You just like doing that. It's like bringing back those DJ days, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it until I don't feel fulfilled yet, because I don't think this end of season football contest, the Super Proportions, was up to snuff. I don't think the commercials were. I think Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, 50, and everybody else who was there killed it and actually brought a lot of life to that. And I really, you know what? There's just something that brings a smile to my face when I see Snoop, man. There's just something because he's smiling. I mean, why the hell would you not be? If you're not Snoop, you're smiling. So.
Right.
But man, he just looked like he was having fun. And Dre too, man. If I'm being honest, man, I think maybe M was the only one that was kind of, browned out. But
why am I here?
They said they caught Snoop smoking weed right before the concert. What do you guys think about that? Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
Well, so
can you believe that? Huh?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
You took a bong hit. You took a bong hit when the show started. I mean,
that's right.
Well, then why can't Snoop take a hit before he gets on his show?
I don't give 3 shits.
Okay.
How's that news? That's what. Like the guy he smokes weed when he goes to the bathroom. What are you gonna tell me? Like, oh, he's gonna before his show. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you brought it up then, but he is in California, and there's some legality there. I don't know if he should have been smoking in the that beautiful arena. That place is gorgeous too. That stadium is pretty incredible. I gotta say, very nice place. Just like rows and rows of people. You look at it, just like why? I mean, there's levels beyond levels. Crazy.
Snoop is here in Denver almost every 420. He's not this year. But,
I thought Snoop was here. I thought you were like telling us like Snoop was coming onto our show now. That would be cool.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Yeah, that'd be great if he just popped in on us. Be like, dude, that'd be great, man. Fucking.
What's this?
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I don't know, man. I know a person who knows a person.
I think we can probably get his hairstylist neighbor's number and figure out how close we can get to that shit. But either that. I keep it cracking lacking for shizzle dizzle, and I'd just be happy. We'd have to pay him so much just for saying that. And
I know.
I like cheese on my hash browns.
Oh, that's great. That's a nice comment. So I got another texter here that
what is it? What do we got?
They're really man. I'm sorry, Hash Brown. I can't even read this. I honestly can't even read this. They're just. This must have been somebody, I think, that probably also attempted to become our third leg and did not win. This is a bitter person right here. It's one of those texts that as soon as you look at it, you know you're going to be there for a little while because it's really long. It has the read more button.
That's what she said.
A little read more button. So there's a lot to this. So we're not going to get into all of it, but this particular person is very disappointed that you are the one we chose. Well, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Is that hurting your feelings? Are you disappointed?
Hey, listen, there's always somebody that's left behind. That's why there's winners and that's why there's losers. That's why there's a contest. And look, I want to thank her for her attempt, and let her have her little shining moment. Let her say what she's got to. Let her have her piece. I don't give a shit. Let her say what she's got to say. I'm still a winner. I'm here talking.
Wait,
I mean, look, she's listening right now. So what do you got to say to her, man? I mean, like,
how do
if
you
I was
guys know
to
it's a
read some
female?
of this was.
I think she's a.
No, it's a female because I could tell by her pronouns. Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah. That's what she gets.
All right.
You do really smoke weed? Oh.
Right. Damn right.
Oh,
Good Lord. Hey, thank you so much for that, guys. I appreciate that. I don't really know where the fuck that came from, but, keep them coming, I guess. I got pot leaves on my screen coming out of fucking nowhere. I think I'm supposed to have a giveaway maybe attached to that. I don't know. But
what are we giving away? We're giving pot away?
No,
that would make this show really. I mean, the ratings.
That's also more legal. That's more legal than selling it, by the way, too. No matter what, you can always gift someone cannabis and never get arrested for it.
Well, there you go. Then that's exactly what we need to start
legal
doing.
knowledge.
Absolutely. Marijuana giveaways starting next week.
I'm down with that.
Marijuana hash browns.
Wow.
That's the way we can do it. We can,
you know what? You can bring me along. I'll come over there. You can offer me up for free. I don't mind. I'll come around.
Yeah.
Hash brown, baby.
Yeah.
Hash brown, baby.
Let's talk about the edible type, actually, not necessarily the strange human that somehow chose hash brown as their moniker.
Depends on the dame.
Really? What is your real name? Just something you're protecting? Are you not allowed to be, I don't know, even walking freely among normal citizens right now?
I walk freely.
No, but are you supposed to? Like, if your name was out there, would there be, any type of maybe agencies that would be possibly interested in your whereabouts?
Absolutely. Everyone knows. Everyone knows they shouldn't know me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned with who we brought onto the show, to be honest with you, Bob. I have a feeling this guy's doing something. Look at this. See, already people are all about the marijuana giveaways. So we definitely are going to have to consider
little grandma
this.
do you. Little grandma.
All I know is I gave him an ocular pat down and I cleared him for passage. So I don't know what happened.
He says that when he goes to the bathroom too. So.
Oh well. Are you going to the bathroom now? Did you ask if you could go to the bathroom? Hey, Hank Hill. Could it be Hank? I don't know. It could be Hank disguising his voice. That's very possible.
God damn it. I'll tell you what, it ain't me.
You're
thinking of another goddamn Henry Hill. Boy, I'll
tell
you what.
Not that old. Calm down, everybody.
You got a little
not that one.
Mistaken.
Not that guy.
Hank Hill's there. All good, though. Either
I
way.
think all in all, that end of season Super Football Smash Aronzo fucking extravaganza was not really great. It gave us a great opportunity to get some boomers pretty angry and to get maybe some of the younger generation to question maybe who these artists are. Because I really think if we're talking about the folks that are older than us or the folks that are younger than us, I think at the very least, the folks that are younger than us might probably research those artists if they already don't know who those people are for some reason. If for some fucking reason they don't know who those fucking people are,
please come on.
Thinking at the very least,
I mean, Kendrick Lamar. I don't know Kendrick Lamar. I've heard the name, but I don't know any.
Kendrick Lamar is one of the best.
He was groomed by Dr. Dre, and that was.
I know nothing of Kendrick Lamar, and he did not need to be there as far as I'm concerned.
That's why I won the contest, so I could educate.
I could have done without Kendrick or 50 Cent, to be honest with you. And Eminem. I could have just been good with Mary. I would
have loved to have seen a 50 Cent throw up on accident, like upside, just because like he had eaten too much before that or something. Like it would have been great TV because they could have cut, I guess, if they had to cut away from him. But they had that whole production
thing he wasn't supposed to do anyway, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that I heard that was a kneel in respect for
Dre.
Tupac.
I thought it was Dre playing the piano. I thought he was Dre's playing piano.
I don't know.
There's a couple people who said a couple different things about that, so I don't know
what it was he was kneeling for, but he was kneeling, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whole thing with
they specifically told them not to. So they said, Dre, don't say the line, "Still not loving police," and please, Mr. Eminem, Do not get on one knee
Combine them.
and don't
And they did
don't-
all that.
And they
They're
did
like,
all
we're
that.
gonna
They went ahead.
smoke. We're gonna talk about the cops. We're gonna do our
Yeah,
thing.
We do what the fuck we want, we do. That's what they did.
He's still standing saying fuck the free world. You know what I mean? Like it I don't understand why you'd thought. I think, here's the thing. If that information was huge and out before the end of season football contest of super proportions, then I could have understood that because they were just trying to boost that. But they did that maybe sometime before, and it was leaked that they told them not to do that. So it could have been a publicity stunt, but irregardless, that was really the only thing.
Regardless.
That was said on purpose. All right.
Is that really a word, irregardless?
It's not a word at all. It's an
Okay.
Italian slang for the word regardless, which is
Right.
why I said it to
Right.
to fuck with our buddy downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Irregardless.
Yeah, well,
Irregardless.
irregardless of using the word irregardless, I think this is a perfect spot to wrap this shit up, because that Super Bowl I thought was okay. Those commercials sucked ass. So
Yeah.
doing a show on this particular topic really just didn't give us a lot of exciting things to talk about. So the fact that we had an opportunity to introduce our viewers to Hash Brown tonight, I think was the main issue here. And just know that Hash Brown, as he gets a little more comfortable with us, with the format, with what we're doing, I think a little bit more of what we heard on some of those voicemails will ultimately come out. And the rest of you will understand why he's now a part of this team. But regardless of all that, we hope all of you come back and check us out on next week's show too, because it's going to be even better than this one. Although that intro may change. We'll see about that.
Yeah, that it may
was,
change. I don't know what to say
It's
to
a
you
little
guys.
frightening. You got to put you got to put a one of those little warnings or something. I think up there.
Yeah,
Like,
were those
warn
fucking
people that you're
nurses? I
about to
feel
watch,
like those
dude.
were
Children
they were
were-
nurses.
There were
It was like
children.
some
There was pain. There was pain
some
involved.
Silent Hill shit with like bagged nurse faces. I don't know. Listen, guys, that was twisted, and I
That was
understand
twisted.
where I found you guys
Please.
lent to that happening. But that was literal the way they took that shit very literally, I think.
I would have needed a
I
rake.
think they did too.
They
But
needed a rake out
Well,
there.
ladies and
And look-
gentlemen, thank you as always for hanging out with us at the Casually Serious Podcast. Thank you, Hash Brown, for coming and hanging out with us. He will be our third leg for the foreseeable future. And next week we will see you at the same time, 9:30 Eastern. And we're going to see what this outro's. We don't even know if you're going to have a fucking job. Have a good one, folks.